YouTube, what is up? Jl'hoops back in another video. And joining in Jimmy on this channel, we talk about basketball. Now we all saw the honest trade that happened 2 days ago, and that got traded to Miami Heat. Now I want to know if Miami Heat contenders or just a playoff team. Now we're gonna talk about this video. But before I start this video, like, comment, subscribe to Jl'hoops Queso, and follow me on social media Unstoppable. And if you're not subscribed to Jl'hoops, I don't know what you're doing. Like, you can't be watching the video and not be subscribed. Like, what are you doing? It don't make sense. But I won't talk too much, so get the video started.
Alright, let's talk about this for a second. Because one of the biggest trades just happened yesterday. Not yesterday, but 2 days ago. And we gotta talk about the Giannis trade. The Miami Heat finally got a star that they wanted. After years, after getting mites after mites, and they finally got a star. Because after boning out after David Lillard in his prime, Don Mitchell, KD in his prime, and then you lost out all those stars, you finally get one. You have a lot of stars to Jay Butler, right? And those Jay Butler years have been, oh my gosh, have been great, but hasn't got a title. And he haven't won a title since 2013, and that's crazy. Except the Heatos and stuff that people called him and stuff. So it's the big sets of Bond, Dwayne Wade, and Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul. The last time the Heat won a championship. The other one last time he was, oh my god, it's amazing. But my thing is right now is this with the Heat. You got Giannis. You got Bobby Portis and trade. You forget him too. You can't forget him too. But you traded most of your whole team for Giannis. Trade Tyler Hero. Trade Jamie Harkess. You traded Chris Ware. You traded the rookie Kirk Cousins. You traded 3 first-round picks and the 13th pick too and stuff. 3 first-round picks and 13th pick. I understand it. Let me talk from the Heat side of things though. The Heat needed to change the direction and stuff. They needed to change the direction. Because after year, the same thing over and over. Playing. Or just be good at it and maybe make playoffs. After the Butler thing, it would just repeat it in the same cycle. But at best, to me, you have to look at this. The East is getting better, the West is getting better. So you as the team has to get better. A star you have to get, and I'm moving to the right direction. Now, my thing is this. This is incomplete. We can't give you full thoughts on the Heat right now. Can't say the rank, but incomplete right now. It's an incomplete team. Because right now, that offense is going to be a little funky. If you look at the starting five right now, you got David Mitchell at the point guard. You have Norman Powell, most likely. I feel like he'll be signed. You have Andrew Wiggins at small forward. You have Giannis at power forward. You have Center Bam. Now, to me, it'll be a little funky and stuff on offense because they're not, oh my gosh offense. And Bam is an inconsistent guy on offense too. He a good offensive player, but he inconsistent. And Giannis is a great one of the top 5 players in the game. Top 3 if you're best to me. But the Giannis needs to stay healthy. That's the thing. Giannis has to play great, oh my gosh, since 2021 and 2022. Back-to-back MVP. Now, I'm not saying he hasn't played great. He played amazing this season, but I need him to stay healthy. Because it depends on Giannis' health. If he could return to form back to 2021 and stuff, those are 2 things. If he could stay healthy and return form, he could go promising. He could go dangerous. Have a dangerous run. But my question is, now, thing is, they didn't trade Per Lawson. I'm happy that they trade Per Lawson. I'm happy about that. They didn't trade Per Lawson. I like that and stuff. But they got Bobby Portis back. And off the bench, I'm really worried about what that bench is going to look like. Because I'm good with you. You're going to need, to win a championship, you're going to need a bench. To win a championship, you're going to need a bench. And then maybe they'll get a shooting guard in the draft too. I don't see Gary Jr. I see what's happening. I do not see it. But at the same time, I'm just saying this. And this, to me, Bucks are top. He is talented team, but I don't think, to me, they're that good to say, hey, they're contenders. I'm not saying that yet, because I see an incomplete team right now. Yes, you have a major coach, Exposer, who is a phenomenal coach, is one of the great coaches in the game, but I still need more and stuff, because not just the coach, the players too, and stuff. So I'm just saying, to me, this team not there yet. I had to see more moves to say they're contenders and stuff. Because I'm gonna ask this one question: who can be the last shot in those close games? Who you gonna give to the last shot? Is it gonna be Norman Powell who's gonna be your closer? Because I could have hurt them a lot. And is it gonna be Bam Adebayo who's gonna be your closer, or the artist who the best player on that team who's gonna be your closer? I threw a question right there. And then who gonna step up when the starters need it and stuff? You're gonna need a 6-man. So that's my question too. So could Per Lawson be that 6-man? Could Bob Post be that 6-man and stuff? They need to sign shooters on this team because Heat were not a great shooting team last year. They were not a great offensive team last year. They're not a great defensive team last year. So my question is a lot of questions right now. I'm not saying this is a bad trade for Miami Heat. Not saying a bad trade for Timberwolves. I'm saying is I don't know if Miami traded the first star for what cost. Because you got to think about it. They almost said the Suns did the same thing and they didn't sign no depth. They barely signed no depth and they got eliminated first round or second round. At the farthest they went and stuff. So if the Heat want to go far, they had to sign depth. They had to sign and make a move. Maybe sign someone or make your own moves. Because I was telling you right now, the Heat are not going to go far. But I want to talk about the Bucks kind of thing to me. Talk about this for a second. The Bucks, I like this trade for the Bucks. Because I didn't like them taking Jalen Brown. Because one thing about Jalen Brown, it needs to be a championship contender. And I think he should stay at Boston. But Gonzalez, I think that ain't enough and stuff. But I like that the Bucks got more. More that they needed. More that they wanted. That I like what the Bucks got more that they wanted. And I like that they almost said their core they got. Ryan Rollins is almost a good player. And he going to be an all-star a couple of years from now. Then you got Tyler Hero. Yes, Tyler Hero not all-star. Tyler Hero's a scorer. But he young. And you could build on this. Tyler Hero know how to win. So you could build on that. Jimmy Hawkins you got. You could build on that. Craftsman you got. You could build on that. And stuff. They got a good, promising young core. That could be dangerous for years to come. We don't know yet. So, and then drafted Brandon Burries and Nate Ahmed. That was perfect right there. Brandon Burries is the second best shooting in this game. And he has showed it on the court, two-way guy. So I like it, definitely. And Nate Ahmed, I just need a boy to stay healthy for Nate Ahmed. Nate Ahmed ain't consistent, but it's a project player. Nate Ahmed is a project player. And I think, to me, you gotta look at it like this. Is he a project player? I don't think, to me, Giannis was the project player. We didn't know how good Giannis could be. I'm not saying he's going to end up like on this. But at the same time, it's going to take time for you to get that man. And not the time you can have with your name, man. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to rush it at all. And stuff. You don't have to start automatically. He can learn still. He can do everything else. And then you can put him in next year. You don't have to rush it at all. But my thing is, I will say this. The Bucks are going to be competitive still. They're going to be competitive still. And I like that they dropped the Barry Burries because he is a 2-3D guy and one of the best ones. I think he was the best shooting guard, the second best shooting guard of the draft. So drafting him was a good choice. He's a 3D guy, clue guy. So they're going to love that. And he can start magically too. He might have to start too soon and stuff. But he can come off the bench. He doesn't matter which way, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying for the East side of thing, the East is getting scary. The East getting to be competitive. So I'm going to say this, though. Moving back to the Miami Heat, I don't know. I got to see more moves to Miami Heat state contenders. But I could say this. They're going to be a 5th seed. They could be a 5th seed. And they're not bad. They're not bad. Where they were last year and the year before that, they're not bad. But at the same time, I need more to say they're a top 4 team, top 3 team, top 2 team. Got 14 still better than them. You could still say Knicks are better than them because they won championship, and it doesn't matter. The Knicks are that team. You can say Detroit better than them. Yes, I can say that. Yes, you can say Celtics better than them. Yes, I can say that. You can say Cavs better than them. Yes, I can say that. But can I say Toronto better than them? Maybe. Can I say Hawks better than them? Maybe. Can I say Magic better than them? Maybe. Can I say Philly better than them? Maybe. Those are the maybe. I have to see more moves on this Heat team to say the contenders. But getting honest is a B plus right there. That's a start. You have to take a risk on. But I need more because Giannis getting up in age. You're gonna need to win championship 3 years from now, 2 years from now. That's the question right there. So yeah, I want to get your guys' thoughts down below. What you guys think about the honest trade? What you guys think? Who won the trade? What you guys think from the Bucks side of thing? What you guys think from the East, the Heat side of thing, and the East? How it's getting more scary though. Before I go to tell me what you guys think though. Before I go to like, comment, subscribe, Jl'hoops, to case on, and follow me on all social Unstoppable. You guys have a great day. I'm out.